Well, good evening, everybody. Well, I do have a new video coming. Well, it's supposed to be two. One, I rendered it and apparently it didn't render right. That was back in May. Yeah, I never. I'll fix it. I got the footage and stuff. I'll fix it. And then the other video is me getting my first Mando Merc troop in. Man, I really do need to cut my hair back. Man, I tell you, that's okay. But anyway, get that out of the way. I'm going to give y'all talk about a little update with this. So, y'all saw this in a previous video a few weeks. So this is a 2001 Skag Turf Tiger, and I'm going to use the phrase Skag built tough. Right, that's the word I'm going. That's the words I'm going to use in the phrase. It's built tough. Skag built tough. Um, just to run over a few things from the previous video that you saw of me with this engine running. It has a 52-inch Velocity Plus deck. I'm not lying to you. This is what this is what it came with out of the factory. So it is a 52-inch Velocity Plus. It says plus right there. Okay, and I still have all the covers from here to here. Okay, I still got all the covers on it. Some things that's going to be patched up and welded in spots and stuff like this here. Oh Lord, so this is going to have to get fixed. This is going to get welded, which means you got to take a wire weld to it, and then shine it up, and then just weld over the top of it, and then weld the bottom up, and then this side is also starting to go as well. There's ways to delay this. So this mower is 26 years old. And I'm not lying to you, it is literally 26 years old. So we're going to look underneath it now. So as you can see, the baffling is pretty much gone. There's not much of it left at all. So there's a little bit here. Okay, that's wore out. It's supposed to be come down to blade length. That's what it's supposed to look like, blade length. And so far, they're down there. So you see a little bit of the baffling here. This helps provide vacuum to throw it out. Okay, even if it's gone, you still have vacuum, but you know what I'm saying. But so this can be replaced. It has to be custom. And I know a guy at my local dealer that does this on the side, so I'm going to hire him to fix this deck. Now, as you can also see, there is rust holes in the deck. So, like I showed you up top, there's some right here. There's a little bit like right up in here. This can be patched up, put a plate on it, call it a day. There's another hole over there. Actually, that right there is that's a factory hole, so we're not going to worry about that. These have, the spindles here have what you call tapered bearings. Basically the same concept that your vehicle uses. Like your trucks, your cars, SUVs, you name it. Tapered bearings. They're going to last you a long time, a whole lot longer than your standard ball bearings. Okay, this is heavy duty. This is a heavy duty mower now. So here's some other things I've done to it. So I'll tell you. So I'm going to turn the camera back around. So I just put this on, I think, a day or two ago. It finally came in. Because, see, the newer Turf Tigers, they usually have a black cap with no gauge on it, but the gauge would be down here. So it's usually a black cap and a gas gauge, and it would be right here. This one don't have it. Later models have it here. This model does not. So that's why I got this. So they actually make a cap just for that. I'm grateful for it. And that is actually accurate. I'm going to be using this thing tomorrow. Now, tire-wise, this tire reads one size. The tire on the other side reads a different size. Tires still have plenty of tread on them. They're just old. I mean, if you look, you can see they're cracking and stuff. Now, the reason why they're holding up with air is probably because there is a tube on the inside. It saves money on tires. Okay. All right. Now, if I bring you over here, I'm going to show you what it looks like a little more further in depth here. So, when I got it in June, I put new belts on the deck. This here is one big belt. And I'll show you what I mean by one big belt. Right here is the next thing I want to get fixed. I have the 2 bearings for this. I do, but this is a pain in the rear to get off. And I'm going to need a little help with that. It's got bad bearings in it. It's rubbing against the deck. That's not a good thing. Okay. Now, these do come off, but they're really stiff. So, why worry about it, right? Okay. This thing has I think 10 grease points. So if you're counting the casters, which there's usually one here, there's supposed to be one here, but this is a little screw. You can take that out and there you go. And then the other one is actually over here. So that's 1, 2. Okay, that's 2. 3. This one's got a lot. 4. Okay. Keep going. 5. This thing's got a lot. 5. 6. Where's the other ones at? That's 6. Oh yeah, counting the spindles. 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Because it's hidden behind this wheel. You got to take the wheel off just to get. Hi, Dark Gamer. How you doing? To get it off. So, yeah. Okay. Some things I did also when I got it. I'm going to show you what else. I did do some new belts in the back. I sunk in some money to get this mower running like it's supposed to. Now the engine's still tuckered out, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. So I went ahead and replaced these belts here. This is your PTO belt. As you can tell, this is a horizontal shaft engine, not a vertical shaft like you see on a bunch of mowers. This is a vertical shaft engine. Okay. An hour meter is missing here. I bought a new one. I ordered one off of Amazon for way less than what Skag was wanting to sell one for, and it's got the Skag logo on it. So, anyhow. So this spring is still good. This is the original spring. That's a new spring. It's only a few months old. Got it back in June. The original clutch, I believe, there's the model number. So if you ever need a clutch and you need a model number for your 2001 Skag Turf Tiger, let's see if I can. So there's the model number right there. So if you have a Skag Turf Tiger, a 2001 model with a 27 horsepower Kohler CH740-3132 V-twin engine, which is that big sucker right there. We're going to talk about that in a minute. There's the model number for that. The reason why I put new belts on the back because one of them was tearing apart. So that's why I did that. Oops, hang on a minute. Now we put this back on. So these are really cool. They just unclip and then lift up. Real easy. The original transmission pumps, so there's both of them. So one per, and you got the transmission here, then you got a wheel motor down at the bottom. You take the wheel off, you will see it. There's two hoses that, see there's a hose here. Now this hose here goes back around to this tank. This is your reservoir tank, okay? Also, I did put a new starter on it as well back in the late June. So I did that. No, July. I did that in July. Sorry. This does have a canister filtration system in it by Fleet Guard. I need to get a gauge, but the easier way to do it, and I'll show you how to do it without requiring a gauge. Is simply taking it off. But anyhow, I added a push button start to it. I took the key out, but you set the key to on, and then the fuel valve kicks on, and then you hold the button down. It's a momentary switch, so you hold the button down, the engine turns over. See, now the key is off. That means there's no spark, but you can still turn the engine over. See, I'll show you. See, you can do it that way. All right. Now, this is the original motor. I took the original carburetor off because it was like wore out. I mean, it was dirty in the float bowl area, causing all sorts of issues. I had to keep manhandling the choke by hand because the plastic piece broke. And I'll show you what I meant by the little plastic piece. So if you come around with me, I'll show you. So you see this little black piece here. I'll give you a close-up shot of it this time. So you got a linkage right here. You can barely see it, but if you right here, right where that rod is, let's see if I can't get any lighting. There we go. So what happens is when this plastic gets brittle and it cracks, it's going to bust. That is still a decently new air filter that got replaced in June. Some of the switches have been bypassed, not by me. This is one of them. I think I have one of the switches to put in here. So in order for me to put the new switch in, I had to remove that. And that's tricky. Yeah, that I'm wondering if it just slides on in there. Yeah, well, you do remove that. You can't really remove this. You have to take this whole assembly apart just to do it. I mean, you can take the arm out if you want to, but why would you? There's really nothing under the seat. I fixed the charging system on here, so I had a new amp gauge put in. It works, okay. Thanks to Mr. Peter at Robertsdale Power Equipment. I don't know his last name, not giving it to you if I knew, but Mr. Peter, he works on these. So you're probably kind of curious about that extra hole. So I'll tell you. So there's different models of this that has air-cooled gas engines and a diesel engine on it. Okay, so if it's diesel engine, it's going to have a radiator in it. If it's if it's a water-cooled engine, which means it's still air-cooled because you're both doing air and water at the same time, just like a vehicle. There would be a thermostat gauge in that hole right there. Okay. Some of them have another hole. There's actually a third hole, I think, there. This is here is your cutting height selection. Here, there's different intervals. 6 is the highest. See, I get confused with this. So I'm used to. Hey, I'll show you what I'm used to. Now, my Patriot. Like, when'd you get a Patriot? I'll show. Thanks to me trading in 2 mowers, I was able to get that. Here, I'll show you. This here, we're going to get back to the Skag, but I'm going to show you a little bit better presentation of how this is set up. So I'm used to my old Toro. So you see how you got like 1/2, 2, 2/2, 3, 3/2, and then you got like 1 3/4, 2 1/4, 2 3/4, 3 3 3 1/4, 3 3/4, 1 1/4, 3. Okay, so these are like little intervals. It cuts it a little lower, or as you higher go, you can go just a little higher, a little lower. So there's that. So I'm used to using these, and I only use these. I don't use any of these on my Patriot. I'll even do a video on this one here for y'all later on. I'm getting over this throat issue. That's okay. Let me get on the rest with this. So it's the original caster wheels that I believe are original on the Skag Turf Tiger. So these are still original wheels. Now we are at a limb here. Okay, now we a limb here because they still work. I don't know why I said limb, but my mind's going everywhere right now. This tire needs to be replaced. See, this one doesn't have as much tread. That one's got less tread than the other one. That one's got more tread on it than this one does. Tire is a different size than the other one is. See, there's the problem. There's one of the problems right there. So it cuts a little weird. I use this mower for big yards, overgrown yards. I use it for pastures, big yards, acre yards, because this thing has a 9-gallon tank. My Patriot has a 6.5-gallon tank. See where I'm going with that? Now, this is why I use the Turf Tiger. Oh, there's some cool features I got to show you underneath. And when I start talking about the only one belt on the deck, I wasn't lying to you. There's just one big belt, and I showed it to you. But there's something really interesting that makes me like this thing so much. It's not just the engine. We're going to talk more about the engine in a minute. But I'm going to show you what's underneath this. Okay, you're going to like this. So you remember when I had that door open on the back that showed all the really cool belt patterns and all that? Check this out. So down here, see, there's the belts. So see this belt here? That's your PTO belt. Oh my goodness. And okay, so there is a shaft. Now look. There she is. This is a deck. There's the gearbox back there in the front. Yeah, big baby. About that. This actually made a friend of mine laugh. I told him, I said, my Turf Tiger is a mini bush hog on steroids. And I'm not lying to you either. It is. It's basically what a Turf Tiger is. It's a mini bush hog on wheels. It's what it is. It's a mini bush hog on steroids. It is. This thing's a mowing machine. Oh my gosh. Oh man. It's a tank. It goes 12 miles an hour. When I did the comparison video between my Turf Tiger and the Patriot, sorry, my throat's messing up. The difference is that's a 20. Oh wait, hang on. That's a 27 horsepower. The other one's 22 horsepower. This one goes 12 miles an hour. The other one goes 8.5, and that's still fast. Oh man. Anyway, so here I'll tell you. So this here is your transmission cooler. But you're probably wondering, there be a fan on it? Well, I'm going to answer that question now. Well, yes and no. So, no, it don't, because, see, this is a vertical, not vertical, excuse me, this is a horizontal shaft engine. So it's sucking air through the front. So it's pulling air through the fins, through the engine, and then it gets ejected out the back. If that makes sense, right? Right. Okay. This is your tank reservoir here. The only way to change, you can't change the fluid out completely. The only way to do it is you have to, I ain't going to show you. But underneath here, there is a filter. And what you do, it's real simple. Here's what you do. You simply just unscrew the old filter, okay? Fill the new filter up completely with oil, and then you screw it back on. And then you also check this, and if this needs a little oil, then you put a little oil in it. So you really just want to fill it up to about, and I'll show you where. You see where the pipe ends? So you fill it about an inch or two up. The reason why you don't fill it all the way up, because when this fluid gets hot, it'll expand out and then it'll boil out. And you don't want to do that. So you only fill it up to about that much inside the tank. Well, about halfway. You don't fill it all the way up. Because, okay, so the reason why I'm telling you that is because you see these lines right here? So you got two lines, and they go into the pumps. Yeah. So this line goes to a pump, and that line goes to a pump. Okay. These hoses here come into the box. The tank. Where is it? Yeah, they come into the tank. See, there's one down there as well. There's another one down there. You can't really see it, but that's okay. Okay, now, this engine, now I'm going to talk about the engine now. This engine is 26 years old. So, as some of y'all lawn guys know this, Kohler turned into Relco. So, they're the exact same company. They changed the letters around. Same company, they just updated the name. Same company. Just change the name. They're known as Relco now. So if you want a Kohler parts, hey, they're going to give you Kohler parts. They're just going to have another name brand for it, and now it's Relco. Okay. Now there's something else I need to tell you about this engine as well. This box, If you're going to rebuild one of these engines, chunk it. Get rid of this box. Do a complete old-fashioned coil setup. All you got to do is find a kill wire. That's it. Get rid of that box. If this box goes dead, well, yeah, goodbye. Yeah, this is hard to find, this little box. Okay, now the problem I have with this engine, it's not because it's 26 years old. Well, technically it is, yes. But I'm going to sit down and I'm going to talk to y'all about this. So the mower and engine together is 26 years old. And you can tell by the seat, it's old. But with the mower being 26 years old, the engine's tired. I'm not going to lie to you, it is tired. Now, I'm going to show you. I did when I changed the oil out. I was going to do a live video for y'all on how to do that on this mower, but I didn't do it because, well, the phone was fixing to go dead. So, yeah. All right, so I'm going to show you what I did cut to work the oil in. So, as you can tell, I cut this. I cut this with it. Now, it cuts right. Okay, now, I cut it a little short. So when I got to right about here, no, wrong. I got to right about here, because you can see where it cut in. This is where it started bogging out at. And you're probably going to ask me, like, are you driving it too fast? Is it, or are you driving it too fast? Are you driving it too low? The deck level too low? Well, I'll tell you, it's not about the speed or how low it is. It's the engine. Engine's tired. If I did a compression test right now, if I had the tool for it, my friend does, and when we got the compression reading out of it. So the compression reads, okay, so if you're sitting on the mower, so there's the seat. So if you're facing north, okay, that way's north, okay, the right piston reads 150 pounds PSI. That's a little low, but it's still good. Console side, the other piston, reads about 112. That's a big problem. So those rings on that side are more wore out than the rings on the other side. So there's that. I mean, like, you're probably going to ask me this question, so I'm going to answer this. Well, why don't you just get another turf tiger? Or better yet, get a new engine? Well, I'm going to answer the first question. You know how much these mowers, the new Turf Tiger second generations are? Turf Tiger 2s? You want to know how much them things are new? A lot more than you think. Yeah, almost the price of my truck when I got it from my boss. Yeah, okay? Now, the cheaper alternative is to just rebuild the engine, because everything else is fine on the mower. Everything else is fine besides a few rust spots. Everything else is fine. The transmissions go, the deck runs, the spindle bearings are fine. The spindle shafts are great. The shaft is fine. I actually greased it up. It's fine. The gearbox seals I replaced. Did it myself. I did have a little help from a friend of mine, because I put them on wrong, and then I had to flip them around. And then, well, we put it back together and filled it with heavy-duty gear oil. Boy, that stuff stinks. So if you're an auto mechanic and you know the term gear oil, you know what I mean, how it stinks, right? It stinks bad. Well, I'm not telling you. It stinks so bad. You're going to be sitting there washing your hands for 5 minutes. That's how bad it smells. But other than that, I mean, that's about it, really. I mean, I found a guy that's near me who can rebuild this engine for $1,000. But maybe y'all could help me out. Think y'all could help me out? If y'all can help me out by getting in touch with Relco, Relko, no, Relhko, Relco, and see if they would be happy to donate a engine to my Turf Tiger. I will personally make a video of it running, doing a big pasture chunk. I will literally make a video for them. I will. But I don't think that'll happen. But as of doing a rebuild, I think it's not a bad idea. I've thought about it. Not a bad idea. But, you know, you should buy a new motor. See, there's the other question y'all probably asked me. But I think just tearing this engine apart is better than rebuilding it. No. Wrong. Tearing this engine apart is better to have it rebuilt than buying a new engine. I want to rebuild this engine, but I need to make it last as long as I could possibly get it to last and then rebuild it. So, but, you know, let me check the oil in here because I changed it out. So we got good, clean Arena oil, or good and clean oil. This mower is going to be used tomorrow morning. Well, anyway, that's it, I guess. I mean, I like this mower. This thing's fast. This thing's a tank. It's a monster. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It is a beast of a machine. This thing is heavy duty, just like my Patriot. That's all I got to say about it. Well, anyway, y'all, I'll talk to y'all later. And, hey, if whatever happens later on down the road and I decide to make another video on this, hey, I'll let y'all know. All right, bye, y'all.